Good morning, students. My name is M.S. Somshekar from the Elaviya Girls High School, Sirigere. Today I will teach you an English lesson from 9th standard, that is whatever we do by Clifford Wattis. In the previous classes, we learned about this lesson. In this lesson, the author wants to say we should be better in our performance or in our actions. Whatever we do, we should think before doing. We should innovate new methods in communication. Communication is one of the regularly improvising. You have to regularly improve it day by day in our communication. So because the people will keep in touch with our communication, so we should make our communication in better and innovative methods. Some of the examples we already learned how to thank a person and how to help other, how to respond to the others in our communication. So communication plays a very important role in society. That's why he wants to say we should use innovative methods in our communication. That we learned even the lift, even auto driver, how did he respond, how the shopkeepers has to speak, what is the duty of the doctors, because it's a part of the treatment. And in certain occasions, even giving alms also, we should use communication. So we should not keep quiet. So God has gifted us with the speak, is the ability we have among the other animals. So it's the only animal we have ability to speak. That's why we should speak in a better way. That we have learned. Because in some of the areas, especially giving the instructions or notices, so brevity is the most important. That's why sometimes some notices seems to be very hard, because no parking, no smoking. These seems to be rough. That's why author says some new methods of thanks for not smoking. Thanks for not smoking. So please make room for waiting friends. Instead of don't sit here for a long time. So you can say thanks for please make room for the waiting friends. Like this. So new inventions have been made. So can't we try to use better terms in other case also? I am not suggesting that all cases we should say thank you. We can think of innovative methods to make our orders, instructions and notices. So they should be sound polite. So when you hear or read those instructions or orders, that should be more polite or polished. So in South India restaurants, they are very famous for tasty face. So there we see, so don't sit here for a long time. So instead of that, we can say, in another restaurant you saw, kindly make rooms for your waiting friends. Like this, we can use some innovative methods, innovative way of communication, even in orders or such things. These are some of the examples given by our author Clifford Wattis. Let's continue in the next paragraph. It is our practice to be brief while sending telegrams. Here again, the reason is brevity. We want to save words in order to cut costs. So if someone wants to request his brother to receive him at the station, he might send a telegram somewhat like this: reaching Mumbai Thursday, Santa Body meet station. Now just for the sake of single word, the telegram has become totally devoid of an courtesy. See, nowadays we are not sending the telegrams. So some years before, it plays a very important role, because if you want to send a urgent message to the person who is far away from us, on those days we used to say send telegrams. It is our practice is a brief while sending telegrams. Even also in sending telegrams, we should send in brief. And we usually, some years before, if telegram comes, the people will definitely it will be a very serious matter, a death matter like this. Though somebody started to cry themselves when they received, as soon as they received the telegram, because most of the time telegrams are received for the death messages. That's why people thought fearing about the telegram messages. Here also, like this, your mother died, start immediately. Like this, they have to give only brief information. Here also one example was given. The reason is brevity. We want to save the words in order to cut the costs. So if you use more and more words, the cost of the telegram will be more. That's why in order to cut the price or the cost of the telegram, we use brevity in telegrams. Only to save the money. To save the money, you have to cut the words. Here is an example. If someone wants to request his brother, so just imagine a person wants to request his brother to receive him at a station. He might send telegram, somewhat like this: reaching Mumbai Thursday. Reaching Mumbai Thursday, Shatabdi, sorry. Reaching Mumbai Thursday, Shatabdi main station. Shatabdi, not Shatabdi, Shatabdi. It means he was coming by the Shatabdi railway train and he wanted to be received by brother at Mumbai station Thursday. Just he has written, reaching Mumbai Thursday. Reaching Mumbai Thursday, Shatabdi mid station. Just he has written three words. The author says, now just for sake of the one single word, the telegram has become totally devoid of the courtesy. Devoid means lack. It is empty of courtesy. There is no good manners. There is no courtesy in the telegram. Just it has a mystery of word. So what will be the cost of the additional word? Is very less. What would be the cost of the additional one word? Just adding please, if you add please. Reaching Mumbai Thursday by Shatabdi, please come to station. If you just add a word is please, that would become a courtesy. There will be a courtesy in the telegram. Just because of the missing of the word please, the total telegram looks very hard and harsh. Looks very, very harsh. So nowadays, telegram has regulated to the background. So nowadays, telegram has taken the back seat. Why? Because of the technological improvement in other areas, like coming of the telephone and internet. Nowadays, so we are having all of you are having telephones. On those previous some years before, so the number of telephones are very, very, very less. There will be one or two telephones in a village. In some of the villages, no telephones at all at that time. So telegrams used to be sent. So nowadays it has taken back seat. Now it has totally stopped. The department has been stopped by the central government a few years before, because nobody was using that telegrams. Because most of the people are having the cell phone. They can receive the message or phone call easily at any time. Because of that, telegram lost its importance. So telegram and the internet. Due to internet, we can receive, we can send any text message, WhatsApp message, any message we can send at any time very easily. That's why it has stopped. But have you solved the issue of courtesy? Have you solved the issue of the courtesy? Have you solved the issue of the good manners? Don't we see? Should say here, people ask, who is this? So people are, even in telephone, the people ask, if anybody call you, if somebody received your call, instead of the person whom you want to speak, he will ask, who is this? This is rather hard. Instead of saying, if you say, may I know who is calling, please? If the person receives the call, ask you like this, may I know who is calling, please? It's very, very, very nice one. If you just ask, who is this? This is very hard. If the person who is speaking is a senior to us, as well as a very important person, if he spoke like this, who is this? He seems very bad. That's why even in our telephone speaking, calling, our language should be polished. There should be courtesy in that. She say, may I know who is calling is the better way. In certain book of communication, I found a very interesting method of asking who is calling. So there are so many books for a communication of English. In one such kind of books, the author observed a very good method of speaking. If you call Mr. Patil in his office, suppose if you are calling Mr. Patil in his office, so most probably if Mr. Patil is a very busy person, he will not going to receive all the calls. Instead of him, his secretary is going to receive his call, and later he informed him who was speaking to. His secretary will receive the call. Before connecting Mr. Patil, she would want to know who the caller is. The secretary wanted to know who was speaking, who is speaking, to know who the caller is, because she has to inform the same to Mr. Kali, because who is speaking to him, that she want to connect him or not. She has to tell him, because who has given a call to Patil. The Patil, she has to tell Mr. Patil who has been speaking. That's why she wanted to know her name, know the person's name who was speaking. It was like this. Patil should want to know the caller so that she can inform the same to Mr. Patil. What does the secretary say? So can you imagine what does the secretary say? She doesn't say who is this? Who is this? No. Or even, may I know who is calling? May I know who is calling, please? No. She didn't use these words. So when the secretary received a call before the Mr. Patil, she never said who is this, or she never said, may I know who is calling, please? She says, can I tell Mr. Patil who is calling, please? Can I tell Mr. Patil who is calling, please? It means that she had to inform Mr. Patil that who is calling, but she don't want your name. She wanted her name only to inform Mr. Patil who is been calling. So can I tell Mr. Patil who is calling, please? The idea is this. You want to talk to Mr. Patil. You want to talk to Mr. Patil. I don't wish to know you who are. She don't want to know who was calling. But she must tell Mr. Patil who is calling. It means the secretary is a mediator. She has no use by knowing the name of the caller. But she must say Mr. Patil who is calling. That's why she asked this time, may I know who is calling? She told, can I tell Mr. Patil? Can I tell Mr. Patil who is calling, please? Like this. It's very, very innovative. It's a very nice one. Very gentle language she has used. But I must tell Mr. Patil who is calling in. Therefore, I am requesting you. That's why he requests to tell me who you are. What is why did she request the caller his name? Not for her sake, but for the sake of the Patil. Because she must inform him who was calling. For that purpose only, she wanted to know his name. Consider how we respond when someone says thank you. If somebody says thank you, so what will be your response? In olden days, people used to say, don't mention it. Don't mention it. So in olden days, if somebody tell you thank you, in olden days what the people used to say, don't mention it. Okay, don't mention, don't mention. But later people started the phrase, it is alright. Initially the people used to say don't mention, mention not. The words used to like this. When the people, some in the communication say thank you, the receiver said, what the receiver used to say previously, don't mention it, mention not. But later the phrase, it is alright. The people used to say, it is alright. Now, the people, you are welcome, or simply welcome. So in this note, see how the communication has changed. Thus previously, for the same communication, when the people say thank you, the receivers used to say mention not, don't mention. Afterwards, the people used to say you are welcome. It means it is okay, it is alright, it's okay, it is alright, it is right. Now, recently the people used to say you are welcome. If you say thank you, you are welcome. So simply you can say welcome. So one method of improving the communication with others. So what is the one important method is, while you are communicating with others, you should put you before I. You should not say I. Put the other's name first. Use your name at last. Because it is one of the best method of communication. If you want to say, who went to myself? I and my family. Don't say my family and I. Or you can say Anil, Ranjita, Rashmi, Siddesh and I. You can say like this. So your I should always comes at last. It is the best, one of the best method of communication is, we should push the others first, then use I at last, as far as possible. Consider some words like, see, union, united, building, guiding, trusting, communication and so on. See these words, the words like union, united, building, guiding, trusting, communication, all these words, letter U comes before the letter I. Before U comes first, then comes I. This indicates to us that we should try to use you, that is the other person, before I. So it means, so we should, while communication, we should always use other person first, then yourself. If I wish to thank someone for a nice party, I can say, if somebody has given a nice party to you, how can you thank you? Your party was so enjoyable. Your party was so enjoyable. I thank you. Your party was so enjoyable. I thank you. In another instance, your letter made me very happy. Your letter made me very happy. So thank you. Like this, we should use some innovative methods in communication. Because communication is not to transfer your ideas or your speech. So even though it transfer our idea or our speech, so even in it, we should use some very nice manners of language in communication. It is very, very, very necessary also. It may be noticed that there will be no limit to the improvement we can make it in our action or speech. So what is the final? This particular situation is the best? No, nothing is best. Everything is innovative. So if you use a particular word in a particular situation only, that word cannot be applicable for all the situations. That as for the time and situation, our communication and our methods goes on changing, goes on improving day by day. So we can't say this is the best. Nothing is the best. Today it may be the best, tomorrow it will be better. Some other communication will be better. But that there is no limit for improvement. We can make it in our action or speech. Whether it is in our action or our speech, our communications will be goes on improving. Nor can we say that a particular action or a form of is the best. No particular action or particular speech is the best. We can't say this is the best. No. There is no formula for communication because there is no formula for communication. Communication depends upon the person, how he uses a language. What is the best may depend on the occasion. What is best? It is depend on the occasion. For particular occasion, this is the best. For another occasion, that will be best. And it may be possible to continuously make improvement. So we can make, it is possible for us to make continuously improvement. The whole idea is to aware of the need. What is the whole idea? The whole idea is the aware to of the need and importance of doing and saying things better and better. What is the whole idea of the our author? The whole idea of our author, the Clifford Martis, in this lesson is to we should improve, we should make better and better in our actions or in our speech, in doing or saying things better and better. This is the only idea of the author. So I have understand. Okay, then I think we have understood the lesson very much. So this lesson, the central idea of this lesson is not to go through all the examples and instances given by the writer. Every day we are come across so many situations. So in this particular situation, how to speak better? We have to improve ourselves. So in the initially I have told, we should not compare with the others. We should compare myself with my own self of the previous. How I was speaking yesterday, how I was speaking now. So I will speak in the next time in future. So even in our actions or speech, we should goes on improving day by day. So in our communication should be more polished. You should be very happy to the listeners. They should think, wow, you should think I should listen such kind of words. This is the best words after hearing. The listeners should feel happy, and you wanted to hear such words more and more. That should be our communication. So our communication, we should use more polite language, more polished language, and also more innovative methods in our communication. Then our communications will be so beautiful. I think you might have understood the lesson very much. Please, friends, go to the textbook, try to understand the means of communication, and write the answers which are given in the textbook in your notes. Thank you.